Going to bring back our dear friend Tina Brown, of course, the author of the New York Times bestseller, The Diana Chronicles, and also editor-in-chief of the Daily Beast. And our Dr. Jen Ashton, is back with us as well. And you heard the pieces, and you've been watching the coverage all this morning. And it's wonderful to see how the royals, the modern royals, are handling everything. And what is the main difference between now and then with Diana?
Well, I have to say, just watching that last clip of Diana, you saw that haunted, fragile woman again, actually. And one of the main differences is that she was an amazing mother, Diana, but she was such an unhappy soul, really. And Kate is such a kind of grounded, relaxed, very, very sort of
much
beloved.
Prepared for
much better prepared because she had a loving family, and she's 31 years old, whereas Diana was a child of 20.
Oh, that's good to remember.
And another thing, well, you just have a feeling, and nothing against Prince Charles at all, but you just have the feeling that Prince William is going to be just a fabulous father and be a little bit more hands-on early on. Charles was a little bit later.
I think he's going to be a lot of fun as a father. Prince Charles actually, I think, was a very loving and attentive father, but he was always surrounded by the cares of office.
Right.
He was the Prince of Wales, he was the acting Prince of Wales, and he'd been raised almost as a kind of Edwardian gentleman. He didn't even go to school till he was 8. It was private tutors. It made him very sort of old for his age. Whereas Prince William has had a very contemporary upbringing. He was going down water slides with his mother, visiting theme parks, going to see Batman, or he had a modern childhood, and it made him much more contemporary with his own peers and much more accessible to the public.
Yeah, and Jen, Kate said she wanted to have a natural childbirth, right. And all indications are she did. 8 pounds,
right.
6 ounces. That's a big baby boy.
That's a big baby. And we should say both dads, Prince Charles and Prince William, as we've heard, both were in the delivery room showing their modern ways. But not a surprise that the baby was that big, Robin, because, we have to remember from 37 weeks of pregnancy on, a baby gains a half a pound per week. So if, in fact, Catherine was just over her due date, this baby, still big, puts it in about the 90th percentile for babies just over their due date, meaning it's bigger than 90% of other babies.
And we've been wondering when they're going to come out of the hospital. First it was going to be this morning. Now it may be later today, maybe tomorrow. You're saying take her time, right?
Absolutely. What I always used to say is pregnancy is not a disease. And most of the time there are people who are sick in hospitals. So a woman who's had an uncomplicated pregnancy and delivery can safely leave whenever she and the baby are ready. And that's decided by her doctor, the baby's doctors, and when they want to go. So 1 day, 2 days, it's all fine.
All right, Jen, thank you. And Tina, I'll let you get the last word, the button on this, and what we've been seeing all today and yesterday, and just how people are reacting to the news.
I think it's a wonderful resurgence of joyful national pride in the monarchy. I have to say, the monarchy is loud and strong, and it's here to stay, as we can see. Regenerated, rebranded, all the bad troubles behind us, new generation. It's very exciting.
Great. Thank you, Tina.
One new heir to that throne. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Doc.